Mounjaro, Wegovy, Zepbound, Wegovy, Ozempic. These are miracle weight loss drugs, but are they safe? GLP-1 are receptor antagonists and are generally safe for most people when prescribed. The idea is that these drugs mimic a hormone within your gut and in your head to tell you that you are full or you are nearing satiety. This then helps curb your eating habits, hopefully teaches you good healthy habits, and as you lose weight you then become more active, and as you become more active you then generate these kind of hormones yourself, or if you're unable to generate these hormones, this helps you maintain. They are effective for weight loss, and they help with diabetes, they help control blood sugar levels and reduce appetite and promote healthy weight loss in general. They are approved by the FDA in the US and the MHRA or NICE in the UK. There has been proven clinical trials and studies show that they help people lose anywhere between 10 and 20% of their body mass when combined with diet and exercise. You don't just go on one dose. It's not like you immediately jump to a set dose. You scale up over time. I'm on 2.5 at the moment milligrams, and every month you should in theory go up. But once again, it doesn't have to be immediate. If you feel that you're still got the appetite suppressant elements at 2.5 or 5 or 7.5, then you can stay there for another month until your body adapts. Some people find that they lose perfectly fine at 5 milligrams and they just stay there for a period of time. Some people feel that they don't. There are side effects that are commonly known: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, that these usually improve over time, and I haven't had any of these. There's a lot of people that haven't had any side effects. Just like any drugs, there's always a caveat alongside. In theory, if you take a paracetamol, there's also a nice long list of problems there as well, including constipation as well. And the common side effect here is obviously reduced appetite, which sometimes can lead to too much weight loss, but that's why, once again, you're monitored by a doctor or you use common sense on the dose that you happen to be on. The only time this ever becomes a problem is if they're being abused, but the NHS and the government have now put in safeguards so that you have to be within a certain BMI range. You have to prove your body type and you have to prove who you are online when ordering from people, say like MedExpress. That's who I ordered from. There's a link in the description down below if you want £40 off. This isn't sponsored. And at that point, what they do is you upload a passport photo, you upload a photo of yourself to prove you are that person. And then I ticked a box that said, please consult my GP. I even found my GP, and then my GP helped and signed it off as well. There are less common side effects, such as gallbladder issues, gallstones, inflammation, pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas causing stomach pain, thyroid tumours. Now, thyroid tumours immediately is a red flag for some people. This was based on tests done on animals. And they do say that anyone with a history of thyroid cancer or thyroid issues in the family should avoid it. But what they also say is that this increases the risk of thyroid cancer by 50%. Now, wait, that sounds like a big number, but it's increasing the risk of, not guaranteeing a percentage. So if you have a baseline of 1%, 50% of that 1% is another 0.5. So your risk would go from 1% to 1.5. Now, anything that you take these days has a risk. So, for example, if you were smoking, then that adds to your risk of cancer. If you have too many cans of Coke, then that adds to your risk of specific style cancers. So I tend to weigh that up. I, in my heart, believe that me losing 5-10 stone in the long run could really help me avoid nasty weight-related issues, diabetes, blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes based on my weight, just generally me being unhealthy at the weight that I am, which is 375 pounds at this point in time. I believe I'm getting a more benefit out of any risk that's taken alongside. But once again, anything that you take these days has a risk, so you kind of balance it. And they wouldn't be prescribing it on the NHS if they didn't believe that it's I wouldn't say suitable risk, but if it wasn't safe. Some people also suggest that one of the side effects is muscle loss. If you're losing a lot of weight quickly, your body needs to try and understand what is fat and what is muscle. But if you're moving and lifting weights as well, if you're walking around in places, then that may help. The larger you happen to be, there's more chance that you're losing more weight from your fat stores than you are from your muscle stores. So yes, once again, you should balance that. People should avoid it if they're on thyroid medication or MEN2 and anyone with severe digestive issues. And they do advise pregnant and breastfeeding women should avoid it as well. At the end of the day, it's safe. It's safe for most people. It's approved by the FDA. It's approved by the UK equivalent, and the long-term effects are still being studied. But in my eyes, I want to be around for my family, and I think it's safe. I'm losing weight with these weight loss drugs. Are you using weight loss drugs? Are you considering using weight loss drugs? Have you got any questions? The whole idea of these videos is to share my research, share my experience whilst being on this medication, and hopefully building a community. I'm Alan. I'm losing it. Are you?